everyone! So today we're doing a timeless reading. At any point in time when you come across this video, it will be relevant. And these are what blessings are coming to you. So in the very near future, very, very soon. Yeah, so we're gonna do as we usually do. It is a beautiful clear sky today. Usually I film these videos when it's cloudy, and I don't know why, but I just felt like filming one today, and the sky is clear. I can see the sun. It's beautiful, and yes. So let's see what your blessings are. So we have 4 groups for you to choose from. This is group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. Once I do, because I haven't seen the poems yet, I shuffled them, but I haven't seen any of them. So at the moment that I'm filming this right now, I don't know what the poems are. But when you see it, I will have the poem name up on the screen for you to choose it. So let's get it. Let's see how this goes. So go ahead and take some time, choose your group, and if you need more time, then just pause the video. We're gonna get right into it with group number 1 right over here. Okay, so group number 1, let's see what's going on. I'm gonna leave these for the end, and we're gonna do the tarot cards first to see what your blessings are in general. We have 3 cards here, and we're gonna see what your blessings are. So let's get it. Oh, I'm filming a different kind of way, so I'm seeing how this works. It's all just trial and error. But anyway, yeah, let's get it. Let's see what's going on. We have the 5 of Cups reversed. We have the High Priestess, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. I'm also an intuitive reader, so whenever I have like a download or I see something or I feel something, I'm clairvoyant, clairsentient, and clairaudient? I don't even remember, but I'm Claire. Anyway, I might be hitting this a lot, I'm not sure. I'm feeling in a different kind of way, so if it does move around and get weird, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so let's get into this. So I feel like with the 5 of Cups reversed, there was something that kind of went awry, I just heard. So there might have been some kind of situation where you were feeling kind of down, kind of sad about something, but I feel like you're leaving this energy. I feel like by the time you're watching this video, you're kind of on the precipice of something really, really big, really important. So with the High Priestess, I'm seeing a lot of intuitive kind of guidance. You're in the moon. I'm really drawn to this moon, so maybe by the next waxing crescent, because this is a waxing. Yeah, this is a waxing crescent. Is it a waxing crescent or is it a waning? Yeah, it's the waxing crescent. So by the next waxing crescent moon, this blessing will probably have come in. That's for some of you, not all of you, but I definitely do feel like you are, hold on, I'm seeing something. Okay, I've never been drawn to the scroll thing she has. So maybe you're like a scribe or like a writer, or maybe I just heard publishing company. I don't know. I'm a writer, so I mean, I kind of resonate with that, but this isn't a reading for me. This is a reading for you. So I'm not entirely sure what that could mean. I am seeing for some of you that there might be some kind of, actually for the majority of you, there might be some kind of like, what is that word? An offer coming through, because I'm really drawn to this and I don't know why. some kind of legal thing, some kind of commitment or something that is going to come through very soon for you. I'm not entirely sure what that is, only you know what that is or what that could possibly be. But for some examples I'm seeing are like publishing contract, record deal, stuff like that. Like, you guys might be a really creative pile. That's what I'm getting from the High Priestess. A lot of you are creative. A lot of you kind of go, because High Priestess, that's a feminine energy. A lot of you kind of like go into that feminine type creative space and really kind of like go with your intuition and what you're doing. And maybe for a while it was blocked, but now you're coming out of that. I really feel like there's a higher connection to your higher self, to your divine purpose. And it seems like this usually means that something will take a while, but in this case I'm really sensing that, and I'm really drawn to the yellow, so maybe solar plexus chakra. Maybe you're really like, you want to think about, if you haven't already, really nurturing that solar plexus chakra and finding what makes you feel powerful, your inner kind of power, you know, because that's what the solar plexus is. It's our confidence. It's what we, so if you've had any kind of like, this is not like a health channel. I know nothing, Jon Snow, so don't, you know, take health advice or anything from this channel. But if you have been feeling kind of like gassy in your belly or kind of like not that great, it could be that your solar plexus is imbalanced, probably caused by whatever this like earlier disappointment was. But it really feels like, so that's what that solar plexus thing, and he has like these greens in his hat right here, in his helmet. So maybe Spirit wants you to eat more greens, eat more healthier foods. That'll resonate for some of you. With this this pentacle here, I really feel like usually the Knight of Pentacles is someone that really moves kind of slow, and maybe it has been a very slow process for you, but this, ironically enough, is giving me, like, especially with the High Priestess right next to it, it's giving me, like, it's taken long enough. Like, it's time now. It's time for you to go for this. Or it's time for whatever blessing that is meant for you to come in very, very soon. I'm feeling like maybe, like, I'm getting, like, maybe even 5 months, 5 weeks, 5 days. Definitely number 5 is sticking out for me. It's going to happen really soon, within 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months. This is like, I'm not sensing no 5 years. I mean, maybe, but I'm more feeling months for you. So if you come back to this video and you haven't gotten any blessing in 5 months, and remember, blessings can come in any. It can be small, it can be big. So honestly, the blessing could be that you find your inner, you know, your inner confidence, your inner strength. It could also be that you get some kind of like deal with a business deal, like a publishing company, a record company, a contract of some kind where you'll be like, you know, taken care of in some type of aspect. So I am heavily feeling that for some of you. For those of you that own a business, it feels like you're going to get some offers, some investors, something like that. I'm really heavily feeling that for a lot of you. So that's what the tarot is giving me. I'm not really feeling any other messages, but definitely like, be proud of yourself for getting out of this energy and actually doing more, finding your inner confidence, finding your inner strength, and doing all that. And connecting to your intuition, because that's really important. These are going to tell us a little bit more about these blessings and what they might entail, and see if I can pick up any other intuitive little cues here. So, what do we got? We have perspective. Okay, hold on. I'm going to move these a little more up. Ooh. Okay. Perspective. I just heard for some reason, okay, a little lint, okay. I just heard perspective, Bob. I don't know how many of y'all watch The Walking Dead, but I just heard that. But anyway, none of this matters, zoom out, common ground. So yeah, this really does resonate with the 5 of Cups energy here. Because look, we're all infinite beings living a temporary human experience, right? That's what we are at the core of all this. So when you kind of realize, like if you zoom out and zoom out and zoom out of the world, of the galaxy, of the universe, you see that we're just a tiny little speck of stardust. And now that's beautiful. At the same time, it's kind of like we can make a huge difference with what we do despite being so small. So even though none of this matters, zoom out. I feel like there are two different ways that this could translate here in this reading. And honestly, with the High Priestess again, I'm drawn. This is like all the darkness. This is like black. And then now it's going into light. And for me, I don't believe in the duality of dark and light. I don't believe that it's bad and good. I don't believe in that. I believe more that there is like necessary balance between the two. And I feel like now you're probably being able to be more balanced, and you're being able to kind of, because here it's kind of like, this is kind of like both working together and saying, none of this matters. Zoom out and look at it from a higher perspective. I'm literally feeling that with you. So whatever this disappointment was, I feel like you are realizing that it isn't as important in the grand scheme of things, because maybe you wanted something and it didn't work out, and you were like, nothing matters anymore or whatever. But at the end of the day, none of it matters, you know? We're only here for a short time, and, you know, we're going to move on to the next life. We're going to move on to the next, like, galaxy, the next, like, you know, if you believe in that. And even if not, you can still make a difference right now by realizing that, like, you are a small speck of dust, of stardust in this world. So what will you do with what you do have? And I feel like you're realizing you can do so much more. There's better things for you. I just heard that. There's better things for you that are waiting once you kind of leave behind this kind of sad energy here, you know? And remember, sadness, like all those kind of things are not that important. They don't define you. Your emotions don't define you, but it is important to level out your emotions. And that's what I feel like you're doing with the High Priestess especially. So the next card, it's interesting I said stars, and I know this is the Starseed deck, right? But it says Star Ancestors. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. This is kind of resonating with this High Priestess. It's kind of strange how these are like kind of, I wonder if the next one will, but anyway. So yeah. I feel like your spirit guides, your ancestors that are like with you are trying to give you some kind of insight, some kind of like deeper knowledge, honestly. I'm drawn to the pyramids. Maybe you had a past life in Egypt. That's for some of you, not all of you. Maybe you are Egyptian. That could be for some of you too. But I do feel like ultimately this card is saying that this perspective is giving you the kind of different way of looking at things, is helping you to kind of look deeper into yourself and kind of realize you might have had a spiritual awakening, or maybe your next blessing is this spiritual awakening of some kind, like realizing, oh dang, what am I really? Like realizing you're a light worker, realizing you're a starseed, realizing that there's something huge about yourself that you didn't know, and you're realizing that. That could be a blessing too. This could translate in so many different ways for so many different like circumstances that you're in. But I definitely feel like with the star ancestors, you're getting some kind of deeper insight from your ancestors that are watching over you, your spirit guides, everyone that is with you. There are things that are hidden from you. The High Priestess also talks about things that are hidden and like lost wisdom. These are really resonating and like kind of synchronicity. Like that's kind of crazy. But anyway, so yeah, definitely listen to your intuition. Whatever your intuition is telling you, even if it seems silly. I just saw 1-1-1. Whatever your intuition is telling you, do it. Even if it seems silly. And here we have the Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. That makes sense. That relates back to finding your... This is crazy how these are like resonating so much. Synchronicity kind of situation happening here. Because look, make your life a moving prayer. That's basically like having devotion for yourself. realizing what your strength is, what your weaknesses are too, because, you know, again, like light and dark, the strength and weakness, like a weakness doesn't make you weak. I know it's strange, but hear me out. A weakness doesn't make you weak. It just means you have things to work on. And your strengths are things that you've learned in past lives, things that you have, you know, perfected in this life. But your weaknesses are things you have to work on. And then you will perfect them as you live on. That's part of, like, make your life a moving prayer. You're gonna, everything is gonna get better if you believe that it will. And I really feel like with this Knight of Pentacles and these two, they're both, like, kind of, for me, working together to kind of be like, you have to realize what your strength is. You have to realize what your confidence is, what makes you feel confident. And once you, like, kind of realize that, that is your blessing. Realizing that you are, you know, worthy and kind of, like, that you deserve more from this, right? And also, with the Cosmic Heart, think about, and this is for everyone, everyone in this pile, because I was kind of feeling with the Knight of Pentacles, but I wasn't entirely sure. But definitely the heart chakra, look into kind of healing that. With this, there may have been something that kind of made you feel not good, kind of wounded your heart chakra a bit. So look into healing that, because that's definitely important. So here we have compromise. Dang. We have, like, the scales here. That's a Libra energy. You could be a Libra. You could also be a Pisces. You could also be in Earth sign. Just saying. Doesn't have to be. But maybe that's just the energies that you're embodying right now. So this this card really talks about compromise, the balance. And that's what I was kind of picking up here. The balance of light and dark, you know? You have to balance that part of you. And compromise, I mean, yeah, again, that reminds me of contracts or whatever might be happening with this. But I really do feel like that is Spirit just saying, you know, that there will be some kind of agreement happening with you and someone else. There will be some kind of agreement happening with you and someone else. And this could manifest in a bunch of different ways, right? So take whatever resonates with you, obviously. And we have a year from now. See, I was getting 5 months, but hey, maybe for some of you it could be a year. Or maybe a year from now you'll realize, I'm really drawn to the world here. Maybe a year from now you'll do some traveling. That's why this card is coming up. Maybe there will be major strides made in the right direction a year from now, depending on what you do right now with this energy. Because if you do, and since the tarot is only based on the energy at the time you see this video, at the time you come across it, this is where you're at right now. You're leaving this sad kind of energy and you're moving into a more empowered energy. And it seems like it might take some time, but at the same time, I feel like you're already in that transitional period, right? And for some reason, I'm really drawn to my skull over here. So, I mean, yeah, definitely transformation is happening. And a year from now, you're going to be in a great place. You're going to be somewhere in a better place mentally, I really feel like, in that aspect. So, now let's see what my poetry has to say to you. What are these blessings coming in, huh? Maybe he can save me from this comfortability of being sad and solitary. Ooh. Sad and solitary. Okay, so this poem look, take heed however you want. It doesn't mean a masculine. Not in my poetry, at least. It doesn't have to mean that. In this case, I really feel like this sadness, you've become comfortable with it. Sad and solitary. This dude is all by himself. He's mourning. He's depressed. His shoulders are rounded over and he just feels like he's given up on everything, right? So this is basically saying like you want a change, but you don't know how to give this to yourself. And you're looking outside of yourself for this change. So maybe that's why perspective came up too, because that's really related to it. Because in the poem itself, so this is from Hysteria, and it's about, more or less, it's about this person that sees someone and is like, they can save me, but no one can save you. Only you can save you, you know? So maybe there were like some circumstances where you kind of have held on to something too tight and then it never worked out. This could be a relationship, this could be a job, this could be anything that resonates with you. But I do feel like since the energy is kind of shifting, especially with compromise and the High Priestess, like the energy is shifting. So I do feel like it's going to change. And you're going to be able to give yourself this change, because no one else can give you that change. Dream and dream and dream and dream in this world of impossibility. That's beautiful, especially with the High Priestess. This is crazy how these are actually like resonating for each. This is crazy. But anyway, so this is in Euphoria. It's called Impossibilities, and it's all about just having a thought, how a little thought can manifest anything for you, basically. And it's all about, like, and depending on how you read this, there is 2 different ways you can read this. So if when I read it, you felt a certain way, you felt happy, then that means you're going in the right direction. If you felt sad, you're still kind of in this save me energy. Because there are 2 different ways you can read this. One way is extremely sarcastic, like keep dreaming kind of thing. And another way is anything is possible. You know, so there are 2 different ways you can read this. Usually the way I read it is, I read it as anything is possible. But the way I wrote it is kind of like either way you can kind of translate it. It just depends on your vibration and how you feel when you hear this phrase, dream and dream and dream and dream in this world of impossibility. However you feel when you hear that, when you read it, will tell you where your vibration is. So if you feel like someone is saying, keep dreaming, it'll never happen, you're in a lower vibration. If you feel like, dream because anything is possible, this world of impossibility, it's kind of like, this world, there's never going to be another world like it, you know? You can find similar kind of worlds throughout the galaxy, throughout the universe, because obviously the universe is limitless, so other worlds like this could exist, but nothing will be like this. So living in a world of impossibility, technically, you yourself are an impossibility, because there's no one like you. So, that if you read it more if you hear it and you feel happier, then it'll tell you you're in a higher vibration. You're in this, like, kind of, make your life a moving prayer kind of vibration, like a really higher vibration. So yeah, depending on how you feel when you read that, will tell you what your vibration is and what you need to work on. The sun on my skin kisses me softly, a glow from within forever shining down on me. This is also from Euphoria. So the fact that you got two poems from Euphoria tells me you're going in the right direction, and this blessing is coming in really fast. Sure, it might take a year from now, but for the majority of you, I'm sensing 5 months. At the most. But anyway. The sun on my skin kisses me softly. This really goes back to that solar plexus. Maybe you need to do some like sun gazing or like meditating in front of the sun, just kind of feeling that energy, because the sun does carry a high vibration with it. Obviously, don't look directly at the sun. I mean, I don't know if there's a way you can I've heard people that do it. My brother does it. I'm not comfortable with that. But you do you. But anyway, definitely do go out in the sun at the very least. You know, let the sun kind of kiss your skin. So this is called Sun-Kissed. It's from Euphoria. These are both from Euphoria, and that's from Hysteria. And so for this to be right when I was picking up the solar plexus kind of energy here, that makes sense. So the sun can really help your solar plexus because it's solar. It's related. So yeah, definitely go out in the sun, kind of a glow from within forever shining down on me. It's kind of like the sun shines down on you and it helps you shine out into the world, you know? You, in essence, become the sun, the light, but also the sun always casts a shadow, you know? The light always casts a shadow. So don't forget that you're always going to have this kind of dark energy with you, because we are made up of light and dark, masculine, feminine. It can be dark, but it doesn't have to be that. It's just simply the balance between the light and the dark, because the sun casts a shadow. You will always have your shadow with you. That's just the way it is. See, look. All of these things are casting a shadow. They all have it, and I do too. But anyway, so yes. Yeah, so that was all about your blessings, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll leave all my books and all the decks I used in the description box below if you want to, if you want to purchase my books. They're on ebook and paperback, so I will leave those in the description if you're interested. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, ring the bell, do all that, and I'll see you in again if you want to come back, but if not, bye bye. See ya. Group number 2. So we're gonna see your blessings in this video. I'm gonna leave these for the end, these little poetry messages for the end. We're going to look at the tarot first and see what in general is happening in your, for your blessings. We have the 7 of Cups, 3 of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. I'm also intuitive, so if I hear or see anything, I'll let you know. So your next blessing, what I see is that you have a lot of options, maybe too many, and it's really hard to distinguish which one is the right one or what you really want. So, in that aspect, I see you kind of going for all of it. With the 3 of Wands, like, I see that you're kind of maybe trying to do too much, and that's kind of leading you to kind of be in a... I see this kind of usually as someone waiting for their blessings to come in. But for this particular reading, it feels like you're kind of waiting for things to happen to the point where you're kind of not allowing things to happen. So the blessing, right? The blessing here is that there is a lot coming for you, but you have to be discerning in what you put your energy into, because it might end up putting you in like a stalled kind of procrastinating almost energy, and I don't see that as a bad thing, honestly. I'm a pretty positive person, so everything in essence is positive to me. But then again, negative doesn't necessarily have to be bad, does it? So what I see in this is that you have a lot of stuff on your plate. You either have a lot of stuff you need to do, or you have a lot of stuff coming in for you. But it's kind of like some of these things could be conditional, I feel like. There are some of these things that are just like really, you know, all that glitters isn't gold. I just heard that. So it's kind of like, which is this golden opportunity? And I feel like if you kind of take too long in deciding what to go for, or if you try to go for all of it at once, you're gonna miss the golden opportunity. Because the Page of Pentacles reversed here is kind of talking about sometimes it can be bad news. I don't really like to read it in that way. I feel it more as like a new adventure that kind of is delayed. So what I'm feeling for you is that you really should take a mental kind of break, because when I see all this, to me it feels like mental overcrowding. There's too much overthinking, there's too much to do, and it doesn't have to be that way. I really think you need to, especially with the water here, all this water, interestingly enough, the water with all the boats here. See, look at how many offers are here, but then when you see all these, there's only 3. So maybe there's just so much on your plate, but you can't handle more than 3. So maybe choose 3, I know, this is kind of strange, but instead of going for all 7 of these offers, or all 7 of these projects, or all 7 of these things, choose only 3. Choose only 3 to focus on, so that you can give yourself enough energy. Like for me, okay, I'll give you an example. For me, I have 1,000,001 ideas of different things that I like to do, that I want to do. But I do have kind of a balance in that, because I don't want to burn out. I don't want to get overly overworked. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm really sensing an overworking energy. You might be a workaholic. You might love working. You might love doing whatever it is you do for a living. I do definitely sense that you're probably living your passion. Whether or not you're being paid for it right now is up for debate. I do feel like you will be paid for it, especially with that pentacle right there. It's like you're at the beginning of your journey, kind of. But I do feel like you don't want to go through burnout, and I'm kind of seeing that with these two. So with all of this stuff, my advice to you would be to just focus on 3. Just focus on 3 things, right? So in my case, I'm a writer, I'm an artist, I'm a webtoonist, I'm a tarot reader, I'm a YouTuber. I do all this stuff, but I only focus mainly on 3. I'm a business owner. I'm only focus on 3 things. I focus mostly on my webtoon. My webtoon is my most important thing. And then second is YouTube. And third is writing. So it's kind of like my business is kind of, I have to plan that out. I have to do a lot of other things for that. But the things I can control right now are those 3 things. So that's what I focus on and what I keep my goals mainly focused on. So if you have a lot of things that you want to do, you have 1,000,001 different ambitions, it's good to be ambitious, but at the same time, you don't want to do too much and then spread yourself too thin, and then not be able to actually take care of yourself. And because the pentacles also refer to self-care as well. So it just makes sure that, because this is really passionate energy, especially I'm really drawn to this red scarf, this red outfit he's wearing. So this is really passionate energy, and I feel like you're doing something you're really passionate about. But I do want to caution you and say, this blessing could easily slip away if you focus on too many things at once. So just choose the most important things for you right now and focus on those, because it's definitely a blessing that will come to you either in a small way or in a big way. As far as the timing, because I am trying to do timing in these two, I feel it can be either 3 to 7 days, months, or weeks. Because we have a 3 and we have a 7. So I would say 3 months. I'm feeling for most of you, I'm feeling 3 months. You will see this blessing, or within 3 months. But for others of you that are in this, I want to do everything, it'll probably take 7 months. So depending on when you want this blessing, it's available for you at any time. You could get it as early as tomorrow if you really wanted to. But it really just depends on how you're going to use your energy, what you're going to focus on, and all that. I feel like if you focus on 3 things at once, you'll get this blessing in 3 months, 3 days, or 3 weeks. If you try to do it all, you'll feel burnout, you'll feel tired, and it'll probably take you longer. So that's what I'm really feeling from this, and I don't want to discourage you, because I do feel like it's early enough that, you're seeing this reading early enough that you'll be able to kind of adjust this and be able to turn this Page of Pentacles upright, But for right now, it seems like you're really distracted with a lot of stuff, and I just don't want you to do more than you physically are able to, So let's get into the oracles. These are going to tell us a little bit more about these blessings and how you can get them faster and all that. Let's see what they have to say. Big picture thinking. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. So with this, I'm heavily feeling with this, it's like you're walking through a portal, and where are you gonna go? Because I obviously I don't know your life, but you have a lot of ideas, and I see it in this card. You have a lot of ideas. You have a lot of things you want to do, but they're all really clouded. They're really overcrowded. I just heard, like, overcrowded. So you have to think big. Think bigger picture. And that's why I think this dude is, like, standing at this horizon. I just heard Bring Me the Horizon. Who else loves that band? Anyway, so yeah, this dude is standing at the horizon just overlooking, and kind of the world is like so vast. What a vast ocean he sees, and all of these blessings, 3 blessings coming in specifically. 3 of Wands, 3 boats. It's like these 3 boats are carrying everything he holds dear, right? And that's what I feel like this is trying to tell you. It's saying, big picture, think big, but don't think too much. What are the 3 most, that's why I was saying earlier, what are the 3 most important things to you that you feel will put you in the right direction? Focus on that. Because you have a lot of ideas, you're a visionary, that Pleiadian energy, like, it's definitely within you. You're very intuitive, you're very inspired. And you want to just, like, go for all of these, like, passions that you have. But you have to be discerning in which ones you go for, because I definitely am feeling the passion is really strong. Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. Dang, so for this to be right underneath the sea, this is literally under the sea. Oh my god. Okay, so that could be a sign for you. Listen to that song if you want to. Under the Sea from Sebastian in Little Mermaid. Oh, and that's interesting! Share your song, frequency of sound. So maybe singing can help you. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you're a musician. Maybe you want to do that in your future. Maybe that's your passion. Maybe you're working on 7 different songs and you're like, how am I going to get all of these out in time? Like, how am I going to do it all? Like, I know what it is to, like, kind of produce a song. It takes a lot. I'm literally working on my song, and it's not done yet. Nowhere near done. I have no patience for it. That is one of the lesser important things for me. But for you, it might be really important. I'm definitely feeling some kind of, like, musician energy here. That's interesting. But anyway. So yeah, share your song. This could literally be referring to share your song. Frequency of sound, diving deep. So if you're trying to decide between, like, so this is only going to apply for some of you. I'm going to say it anyway because I feel like some of you need to hear it. But if you are trying to decide between, like, a song and something else, definitely work on the song first and foremost. Make that the top priority, because I do see share your song here. Frequency of sound, diving deep. Water also refers to, when I see, like, animals, dolphins, and I don't think there's any dolphins in this. That kind of looks like a dolphin at the top there, but I can't really tell. But dolphins, animals in general, I'm thinking Aquaman, they have a telepathic kind of connection, and water in general is all about intuition. Water is about healing. We're made up of water. Maybe drink some water. That could help you too if you've been feeling dehydrated or feeling like you're not really taking good care of yourself, because I was sensing an overworking energy here. So if you're trying to decide between 7 different songs, I guess, or 7 different passions or 7 different things that you want to do, only choose 3. And also space your time out. And, take breaks when necessary. I am a creative. I understand it's really hard to stop. It's so hard to stop. I just saw 1, 2, 3. So that's definitely ascension. That's definitely you're making progress. But, it's any progress is progress. Remember that. Yeah. So you might be a singer. And for those of you that aren't, this is still just saying, maybe, like, listening to healing frequencies can help you. Maybe listening to some subliminals or some, obviously only from trusted people, okay? And from, people that you like. Lior has some subliminals that are amazing, and I trust her with my life. I talk about Lior all the time. It's just because I always watch her. But anyway, so yeah. Frequency of sound. You know, animals, especially underwater creatures, Aquaman, I'm hearing Aquaman, you could be a marine biologist. I just heard that for some of you. Wow, that's awesome. There is a lot of watery energy I'm seeing here, especially with these 3 cards. Actually, these 4 cards here. I'm really seeing a lot of water energy. So definitely, if you're a water sign, this could probably be resonating for you a lot. I just saw 2, 3, 4. Again, major ascension, major progress being made in whatever direction you're going. You're doing the right thing. You're definitely living your purpose, or you know what your purpose is. So keep going in that direction. Just don't take on more than you can chew. Don't bite off more than you can chew. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. I do feel this too. Maybe you were told in the past, so maybe this is stemming from, I just heard inner child. Maybe this is stemming from some kind of insecurity that you had as a child or when you were younger or whatever. Where someone told you, maybe you feel like you have to do a lot of things to make sure that at least one of them is good. But honestly, that's not a really good way to go about this. I gotta tell you from experience that doing more will not guarantee more success. Doing more will only make you feel burnt out, tired, overworked. So I gotta say, for you specifically, I am feeling this intuitively that maybe someone told you that you weren't good enough at something, or maybe you were comparing yourself to other people, and you know, that's kind of natural to do sometimes, but at the same time, no one is like you, you know? So you kind of have to, find out, what you're good at, and even if you're not that good at it, practice at it. I literally used to suck at drawing, and then I was emo and sad in high school, and I drew all the time. And, you know, even when I started Melancholia, I was not, Melancholia, the beginning of my webtoon Polaris, I was not that great at drawing. I was okay, but I wasn't great. I wasn't anywhere near what I am now, and where I am now is nowhere near where I want to be. But it's still my passion. I love to draw. I love my webtoon. I love my story. And I just saw 444, so that's probably a message to you from your angels, right? That you don't have to be perfect at everything. Everything improves with practice. Perfect, practice, they both start with a P. There's a reason for that. PPP, oh my god, that relates back to music. Okay, y'all. Anyway. So yeah, not everyone is gonna love you, and not everyone is gonna, appreciate your, whatever it is you're putting out into the world. But there's enough people that exist that you will find your target audience. You will find your niche. You will find your group of people that will love anything you put out. And you just have to have faith that you will. Keep that big picture thinking, right? Because you're a visionary with all those inspired ideas. Okay. So just keep your vibe high and don't overwork yourself. Don't overwork yourself thinking that what you have, if you have less to offer, then you're less valuable. Because that's not true. If you put more effort into less projects, you'll actually get more rewards. I just heard that, and that's extremely profound. I really needed to hear it, and I bet you did too. Oh, dang. Okay, this relates back to that music thing again, doesn't it? Communicate clearly. So maybe your guides, your spirit guides, whoever you believe in that is with you, is really wanting you to communicate your truth. Communicate what you want to share with the world, whatever this is, be it a musician or whatever, however way you, your business, whatever it is you're wanting to do. Focus on less so it can be more clear what you're trying to communicate, is what I just heard. And also, there might be people that are wanting to help you and you might be kind of not accepting their help. I just heard that for some of you. I don't know where that came from, but, you know. And recovery. Definitely take some time to yourself. Take some time to take care of yourself. Take time by yourself. Because I know the tower isn't here, but I'm really sensing that kind of energy where it's right on the precipice of a tower moment. And I really don't want you to have to go through that. So if you do, so definitely work on less and dedicate more time to nurturing yourself, to nurturing your feminine energy. Do things that will help you be more creative and focus on less work to get more reward. That's what I'm really feeling with this. It's a heavy kind of, your spirit guides and your angels are really wanting to communicate to you that it's important for you to put your self-care and yourself first above all those other things. Because success will surely follow when you are in the right vibration, you know? So, these are my poems. Let's see what my poetry has to say to you, shall we? Oh gosh. A window smudged with a lipstick stain distorts the vision, a clear image of him. On the surface, alright, I'm very BTS with these. I'm very BTS with my writing, right? On the surface, obviously, it's like this girl that is still thinking about the guy she loves. But the deeper meaning is the Seven of Cups. There's a distortion. There's a distortion happening here because there's a smudge in your vision. Like there's a smudge on my camera somewhere. I don't know where it is because I can't see it, but there's a smudge somewhere like around here. I don't know. But not really a smudge. It's like a little pixel. But anyway. I don't know why I said that. Maybe some of you are a photographer. Maybe you're a YouTuber. I don't know. A window smudged with a lipstick stain. So this is from Melancholia. And this is all about just feeling, you know, it's called imaginary. So a lot of these ideas you have, a lot of these, like, things you're working on, it's like you think they will bring you success. But that's just imaginary. And I don't mean that in a way that you're never going to be successful. No. I mean that in a way that some of these are really good ideas and some of these will bring you success. But choose which ones you can manage right now. I really feel that with this energy here because this is like an echo. These are like two of the same. The Seven of Cups and the imaginary. It's really similar. It talks about distortion. It talks about clouded. It talks about stuff like that. So that's for Melancholia, called Imaginary. Old from age, dry from drought, and frozen from the inside out. Okay. So this is Rose. This is from Melancholia as well. And it's interesting that this is on top of this and this. Because I was saying earlier, you might want to hydrate. This poem is about kind of like, it's from the perspective of a wilted rose. So that makes sense. You know, how roses become like dry, they get all wilted, they get all, you know, crackly, and then you touch them and they literally crumble. That's kind of like that's like overwork. You're doing too much. I just saw 11:11. That was definitely a divinely inspired thing given to you. So this poem itself is called Rose. It's written from the perspective of a wilted rose. So yeah, that's from Melancholia. Definitely take care of yourself. That relates back to self-care. Roll in the waves, kiss my cheeks, fall in flurries all around me. This is called Cherry Blossoms, and it's from Euphoria. So definitely there are, the blessing for you is surrender. It's kind of like surrendering some of those kind of ideas or whatever that you have. Surrendering those and kind of just letting your energy flow. I saw 11:55. That might be a sign for you. Just letting that energy flow and letting yourself be. It's interesting I heard BTS earlier. Letting yourself just be. You know? Maybe that is something you need to hear. If you like music. Listen to B from BTS. It's a very grounding, I saw 1221. That's a mirrored number. To me, I listen to it when I feel like I need to be more grounded in my energy, more, calm, you know? So yeah. This is from Euphoria, and these two are from Melancholia. So in terms of your vibration, I do feel like you're a bit worried. There's some anxiety here. There's some fear of something. There's some kind of like worry happening. So I would advise you to take it or leave it. But definitely work on less so you can achieve more. And around 3 to 7 months, in that range, I feel, for most of you. 3 to 7 months, you should have this blessing manifest into your life. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave your comments down below, and I'll have everything in the description, all my books, my webtoon, the decks that I used for this video. I'll have all that linked down below. So yeah, I will see you in the next video if you want to stick around, or if not, then this is where we part. Okay, bye! Group number 3! So we're gonna look at these last. These are my poems. We're gonna leave those for last. We're gonna look at the tarot first, and then we're gonna see what. Oh, you got 4. Everyone else only got 3. You got 4 tarot cards. This is interesting. We'll see what's going on. So let's get it. We have Death. We have the 4 of Cups. We have 9 of Pentacles reversed and the Knight of Wands. So there's a major transformation happening for you, group number 3. Oh. But it seems like you're resisting it. And this major transformation, that your blessing is this transformation. But if you resist it, with this 4 of Cups, it feels like a golden opportunity presented to you from like a great, literally, every time I see this picture, I think Isaac Newton, like an apple falling from the sky, and you know, an apple falling like what goes up must come down type thing. The apple falling from the tree. I always see that when I see this character sitting on that sitting by that tree. And it seems like this transformation really wants to give you financial stability, financial independence, just or maybe just independence in general. Maybe there's a codependent situation happening here. That's what I'm getting from this being reversed. And the Knight of Wands is saying just go for it. So if there's an opportunity presented to you, go for it. Because it seems like if you ignore it, then you'll kind of be in this energy. And I'm not really... I don't think you want to be in that energy. You know, that less than kind of ideal. There's definitely a major opportunity or transformation happening in your life right now at the time that you're watching this video. In terms of like this blessing, Death is number 13. And we have, oh, are you a fellow Scorpio? Because we have a precious little Death right here. But anyway, so in terms of timing, I do feel like it could be either 1 year, or if you don't ignore this opportunity, it could be as soon as like 4 months, 4 weeks. I'm getting weeks for some reason for you specifically. That's strange. Maybe 13 weeks. Dang. So, yeah, there is definitely a great opportunity. I just heard florist. I don't know why I did. Winery, vineyard. I'm seeing the grapes and I'm seeing the flower on the flag. So, I mean, whatever that means to you. If it means nothing, then just leave it. But apples, that it's interesting that I heard apples earlier, because apples means fertility. It means, you know, abundance. So there is definitely a gift of abundance trying to be offered to you, but it seems like you're ignoring it, and I would advise you not to. So if you do get like a job offer, I just heard movie offer. What? Are you guys like actors? Anyway, if you get some kind of offer come to you, definitely take it. This is kind of sounding almost like group number 1. So if you felt drawn to group number 1 as well, then definitely go watch it. There might be extra messages in there for you. But yeah, wow. There's something being offered to you, and I think this is, if you ignore this blessing, it's not gonna come to fruition. But since you're seeing this video, I think you are gonna take it. From the Knight of Wands energy, it is definitely something that you are passionate about, something that you really want, something you've been waiting for, I feel. Knight of Wands is that person that just wants to go get it. Let's get it, you know? Like that kind of energy. So I definitely feel that for you. Battery is low. Let's see how much we can do before it dies. So we have lifting the veil. Ooh. Questioning everything. Anything on a line must go. That really resonates with the death card here. That's kind of like things falling away, things dying away to make room for something better. Lifting the veil. Kind of realize that there is, and it's kind of interesting with this little cloud here. There is something that is trying to get your attention that you're not paying attention to. This could be your higher self. This could literally be yourself. This could be a person. I don't know why I heard that for some of you. Hey, maybe. Love is a blessing too. But this blessing is literally going to come after you lift the veil. You have to see it. You have to see it in order to get it. You have to see it in order to take it. Be it in your mind, in your thoughts, in real life, however you manifest, you know? Next one is activated earth. Power, planes, ley lines, trust where you're led. Yeah, there's a lack of trust here, especially with the 4 of Cups. There's something like, I don't want to look anywhere. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to know it. I just saw 555, so that could be a sign for you. That's also change. That kind of corresponds with the death card. There is some kind of thing that you are not wanting to acknowledge, but this thing is going to come down straight on you. Like, so it's kind of like, I heard Stonehenge for some of you. You could be, like, English from England? That was random. But anyway, yeah, this is really an interesting read. It's like there's a lack of trust here. Maybe in the past you were given an opportunity and it didn't really go over well, and so now you're kind of weary of anything that comes towards you, but being so guarded like this is really keeping you from actually receiving abundance, especially with that 9 of Pentacles in reverse. There could be, you could have a parrot spirit animal. Is that a parrot? Hold on. You could have some kind of a bird spirit animal. This literally looks like, wait. This literally looks like, I don't know if you can see this, but this literally looks like that bird is being suffocated. Hold on, I want to show you. Because I don't know why I'm feeling, it looks like this bird is being suffocated. Like, maybe that's you. So anyway, maybe you feel suffocated by your circumstance. Oh, maybe you're feeling suffocated by your circumstances. I don't know. But it feels like there's a lack of trust in spirit. There's a lack of trust in yourself, which technically is the same thing as spirit because you're higher self, you know? But it feels like your higher self is wanting you to just go for it. And yeah, that really corresponds with this energy too. Deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Something definitely happened in your past, in your recent past, I'm thinking. That made you feel not able to trust anything that comes your way. Maybe it was like a business deal gone wrong. Maybe it was like a relationship, whatever it was. There is a new beginning trying to come in, and you're extremely resisting it. And even if you're not resisting it consciously, you could be resisting it unconsciously. And every time I feel called to say this now. I've always think it, but I never say it. Every time I see this, I think of what's-her-face from Assassin's Creed, Minerva. Every time I see this angel, I'm like, it's Minerva. I don't know who needed to hear that, but hey, we're all part of the brotherhood around here, right? But anyway, so yeah, there's definitely some deep cellular healing that you need, because look, she looks like a butterfly that is in the cocoon. She looks like a butterfly that is just starting to kind of, you know, bloom in her cocoon. Bloom in her cocoon. Whoa, how did I, what? Okay. First, we have, these are from your angels. No. Okay, so no is saying, I know your thing is saying, oh, you're wrong, because it's telling me to not take this up. No. It's saying, don't refuse this opportunity, because this opportunity is going to give you financial success. But in the current energy you're in right now, it won't, because you're going to say no. That's the But now that you're seeing this video, you can say yes. And this is interesting too, improving health, deep cellular healing. This is like a synchronicity right here. Improving your health. So there's definitely a need to just look within and kind of take care of yourself. Do some meditation, do some, this could also be, your kundalini could be activating. I just heard that for some of you, all these colors and this double snake going up. Your kundalini could be activating, so maybe that's why you're feeling a little kind of uneasy. I know for me, when my kundalini activated spontaneously out of nowhere, that's definitely what it felt like. I was scared of everything. I didn't want to do anything. But, you know, this is definitely saying, like, ground your energy, get more, you know, get more sun. I just heard that. Nurture that heart chakra, because this is green. This is like green. And that's the color of the heart chakra. So definitely call on Raphael. If you're feeling anxious about something, call on Raphael and he will come in and literally help you with it. Like if it's something related to your health or something related to like anything, call on Raphael, because he's definitely a bro. And I felt called to say that because I just talked about Assassin's Creed with you, so he's definitely a bro. But anyway, so yeah, that's what your cards have to say. Now let's see what my poetry has to say to you. Haha. You used to be a cigarette break, then you became the smoke in my veins. Maybe you're a smoker and you're trying to quit and it's been hard for you. I just heard that. I'm not a smoker. I've never smoked in my life. But this poem is about, I just saw 1133, that could be a sign for you. This poem is called Cigarette Break, and it's about when you have those like bad habits where you're just like, and you know it's a bad habit, but you do it anyway because it helps you calm down, it helps you feel better, it helps you just kind of, you know, not be so worried. I'm sensing that your spirit guides are saying no to this, and that you have to let go of some kind of bad habit. It doesn't have to be smoking. It could be literally anything. It could be just like, you know, sitting and watching TV. It could be just, and the clouds are kind of rolling in, so maybe that's a sign for you. Maybe you're really clouded in your energy. Maybe there's some kind of energy vampires feeding on you. I don't really like to kind of think about anything kind of inherently negative, but if you do believe in that, that definitely could be influencing your vibration right now. This is from Melancholia, and I will leave the book in the description if you're interested in the ebook or the paperback, whichever you want. Even the heaviest rain cannot put out the flames I have burning in my heart for you. That is the Twin Flame card. This is the equivalent of the Lovers, the Two of Cups in my poetry. Right? This is literally called Twin Flame, and it's from Euphoria. So there's definitely someone that cares about you. I always read this as a romantic card. So like I was saying earlier, this could be about a relationship for you. This blessing coming in could be a relationship, or maybe someone from the past. I'm hesitant on saying that, but for some of you it could be that. It's interesting that both Cigarette and Flames came out. So that's kind of like an echo here, honestly. And the Knight of Wands, he's literally holding a match in his hand and he's about to like light the entire battlefield on fire. So, you know, I mean, he's just going for it. So maybe this thing is telling you to just go for it. Go for it, because it's not, you know, there's definitely someone thinking about you right now. I just saw 1, 2, 3. That's spiritual ascension. Your twin flame, if you're a twin flame, that journey could be very important for you. Dang. So yeah, this is Twin Flame. It's from Euphoria if you're interested in purchasing the book. Drizzles of rain glow kissed her fingertips, and with it she painted stars across her sky. This is also from Euphoria. So this is all about taking things from the past, you know, any kind of anything, heartbreak, bad habits, anything that is inherently negative, taking that and turning it into something positive. It's that transmutation energy. Transmutation. Are you a fan of Full Metal Alchemist? It's transmuting that energy and kind of creating something new out of something that was not as fun, right? And that's what this poem is about. This is like the magician card, kind of, in my poetry book. And that's also from Euphoria. So these two are from Euphoria, and this is from Melancholia. So in terms of your vibration, I really feel like you are in that higher vibration, but there are just a few things that have to fall away, that you have to say no to. Maybe you're a people pleaser, and that's why you have to say no to all this. You have to kind of put yourself first, you know? I just heard popcorn. I don't know what that was, but whatever. Those are all the messages I got for you, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll leave all the decks and all the books and everything in my description below. I just saw 333. And yeah, that's all for today. Bye-bye. Group number 4, the last group. So, today we're gonna see what your blessings are that are coming in fairly soon from the universe. These are my poetry cards. We're just gonna leave those for later, for the end. First, we're gonna look at your tarot and see what is going on there. And I do have a lot of clairs, so just keep that in mind. If I hear something, if I see something, if I feel something, I'll let you know. We have the Tower reversed. We have the 3 of Swords. And we have the 4 of Pentacles reversed. Don't run away yet, because I'm picking up something interesting. The battery is low, so it might die. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If it dies, that's a message from Spirit. So, the Tower. The Tower is all about things falling away for something better to come in, right? So don't get scared when you see the Tower. And plus, this is reversed. So to me, the way I'm translating it, I don't know. But I don't know in terms of the timing. But I do feel, intuitively, in my mind, I do feel like this Tower already passed. I feel like this Tower moment already happened because it's in reverse. Because usually when it's upright, it's like an impending thing that is about to happen. Usually when it's upright, it's an impending moment that's about to happen, but it's reversed. So I feel like it's already happened. Either you, and usually the 3 of Swords can mean relationship, kind of heartbreak, but it could just be a heartbreaking moment of any kind. You could be grieving someone. You could be, you know, I just heard loss of a pet. That is definitely a huge Tower moment, because pets are part of our family, honestly. And anyone that tells you that it's not is a liar. But anyway, I don't know why I felt like saying that, but hey, someone needed to hear it. So the Tower, that's definitely a my energy just suddenly got really low. So I'm really feeling like you're worn out, you're tired, you're just not feeling good about some kind of tower moment that happened in your life recently. And I do feel like it was fairly recently, because it just feels like with that Three of Swords, you're not over it yet. Like, it's kind of still a heavy energy on you. I just heard Heavy Rain. If you've heard of that game, it's very, it's really sad. But you know, in the end, I mean, depending on which ending you get, because there are multiple different endings, almost like with our lives, there are multiple different endings, you know, and for some reason, and I really want to give you my condolences, because I do feel like something really dark must have happened recently in your family, or to you, or to someone that you love. So I just want to say that I hope you're able to heal from it and like feel better, because I'm definitely picking up a really heavy energy. And I do feel like this already passed. I just saw 333, and that's like a number of growth. So whatever happened, you have been able to grow from it. So from the tower being reversed, I feel like you went through a tower moment that really shook you. And whatever it was really like heartbreaking for you, especially with the Three of Swords. It really threw you off. But I feel like this blessing that's coming in, and I know this is reversed too, but I think that... I know this is reversed too here, but I think that's more just the energy at the moment. I feel like you can turn this upright if you once you heal from this. And whatever blessing is coming in is going to actually happen really soon, I feel, because the 3 and the 4 is the only numbers we have. And I've been doing these in months, so I feel like 3 to 4 months, 3 to 4 weeks maybe, a big blessing is going to come in, and it'll have something to do with stability. And I kind of just want to shuffle more and see, because we didn't get much. I feel like you're going through something right now, and there's a lot of like heavy energy around you, but I do feel like I need more cards to actually kind of get into this energy. Oh wow, and since you're okay. So your group was the last group I shuffled, and when I put the cards back, I put them on top. So the star underneath this is at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like whatever this blessing is definitely a wish fulfillment of some kind. Like after some kind of really hard moment you had to go through, the star is basically saying that there will be wish fulfillment afterwards. So let's just get one more card to see more about what this blessing could be. Oh, the Empress. Wow, okay, so it feels like, okay, yeah. Oh wow, Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay, so I feel like you're gonna be, your blessing is just gonna be like self-care. You being more empowered in yourself, you feeling more just better, stable, actually. The Empress is someone who's really stable, who's really creative, who's really happy. And the Queen of Pentacles is also, they know how to nurture other people, but they also don't forget about themselves, you know? And, you know, the Empress is an amazing card to get, especially right after the Star. So it seems like you're going to have a moment where you're just like, I just want to feel better. Oh. Okay, I just heard... after I said that, I just heard Blue and Gray from V and BTS. So if you want to listen to that song, it's really good. But that's the kind of feeling I'm getting. Like, you're going to be in a moment when you're just like, I just want to be happier. I want to feel better. And you're going to feel better. That's your blessing. So whatever kind of heavy energy you're in right now, it will pass. Like, this too shall pass. That whole saying everyone says. Yeah, and your stability is just going to be like, I think the reason this is like reversed, because the Four of Pentacles talks about holding on to something too tight, and it seems like this tower moment, you were forced to let something go. But letting that go will bring you this Empress energy, this Queen of Pentacles energy. You'll be able to pretty much surrender to whatever, like, it's very feminine energy here, and you don't have to be, it's like, you know, we all have masculine and feminine in us. You know, we're all balanced creatures. So whatever this is, it feels like you'll be more in your feminine, kind of. Your feminine will have a moment to rebalance itself. I can't talk. rebalance itself. And you'll be able to just surrender this to the universe, kind of. You'll be able to surrender all the sadness and all the kind of restricted energy, because, you know, when this is upside down, all of them pentacles going to fall away. So it's kind of like letting go of whatever this tower moment was that will bring you peace and just also rebalance your energy. So that's really good. That's an amazing blessing. Just moving on from whatever kind of deep sadness you were in, because I was really heavily picking up sadness here. So, a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. So yeah, it is happening. The tower had to come down because something better is replacing it. Something new, a new beginning is trying to come in, I feel like, for you. And I feel like right now you're purging all the negative energy. And we got 2 3s here, so I definitely feel in 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days even, you'll be out of this energy and you'll be back in your Empress energy. So 3 is really standing out here. But with this, it's saying it's keep happening, keep holding. It's happening, keep holding the vision. So you're moving in a better direction by purging all these feelings, allowing yourself to feel that 3 of Swords, allowing yourself to feel that defeat, so that you can completely get it out of your system and just move forward into this Empress. Because the Empress doesn't hold back her feelings. She's completely, you know, she's level-headed, she's cool-headed, but the reason for it is that she allows herself to feel. So don't hold in all this energy, because with the Tower reversed, I also feel like you might be holding it in. So don't do that, because that will only hurt you. So here, I'm sorry. Defenselessness, writing past wrongs, uprooting. So there was someone probably that did you wrong in some type of way, and I think they want to come through and say that they're sorry about that. This could be a message from someone that you know, maybe. It could be about love, because usually the 3 of Swords does mean a heartbreak of some kind. But this is general, so it could be anything, honestly. But yeah, with I'm sorry, that's almost like what this feels like, defenselessness. Like the defense is coming down, like the tower came down, and now you're having to rebuild. And it's interesting that we saw the star at the bottom of the deck before, because the star comes after the tower. Like the star is like after the tower, because the star is kind of saying rebuilding. And I really feel that with the uprooting here, I hear rebuilding. And maybe that's why a new earth is also here. Keep holding the vision. That's really nice. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. That's really echoing this Empress energy right here. Venus, Empress, like that's a Taurian kind of thing. If you're Taurus or a Libra, because sometimes the Empress can be Libra too. But definitely surrender is what I was hearing before. And that's really what's happening here. That's what it seems like, at least. And I think once you do surrender all this kind of darker energy, then this new beginning can happen. The surrender will bring the newness. Huh. There's something better. And peaceful resolution. There's something better. This tower had to come down for you to feel, to kind of purge all of this. That's what I'm feeling from this. There's something better is really saying that a new earth is the something better. Like, you know, feeling just the feminine too, like peaceful resolution. That's a lot of like feminine energy, just like peaceful, just like being calm, being in the flow, you know? So this hard time will have a peaceful resolution, is what your angels, your spirit guides are trying to communicate to you right now. It's kind of like you're probably manifesting an apology of some kind from someone, so this is a sign that you will get that soon. Maybe that will be the blessing. But an even bigger blessing is just this new, literally new planet new planet, new life that you're creating for yourself. It could literally be a new life. You could be pregnant. Maybe that's the blessing too. But, you know, especially with the Venus here, that's heavily kind of implying that. It could be, maybe not. But if not, then this is just a new life, like your, you being reborn in a new way. So yeah. Now let's see what my poetry has to say. Her head's in the clouds, they all say. She dreams of a life too far away. So this is from Euphoria. It's about a girl, a person. Let's just say person. I'm a girl, so that's the perspective I wrote it from. But a person who kind of has these big dreams, and everyone says you dream too big, and that's never gonna happen. They say she dreams of a life too far away. So it's kind of like, maybe like in this case, it's kind of like people think that what you want isn't possible, or people think that like people judge you, or maybe this is just a judgment that you have, your shadow side perhaps, in some aspect of that. It definitely does kind of feel that way, to be honest. But this is called Heads in the Clouds, and it's from Euphoria. But you know what? Dreams of a life too far away. A new earth is that life, you know? And it's interesting that I was saying a new life, because I didn't know that that poem was in here. This soft gray jacket shielded me from the fights and pulled the wool completely over my eyes. So, this is Soft Gray Jacket from Melancholia. And that's all about kind of falling for an illusion, kind of like being blinded kind of by your sadness, being blinded by like a lie, being blinded because you don't want to see the truth. And that's kind of echoing the Three of Swords in the Tower reversed. It's kind of like not being able to see for what it really is, because all the murkiness, all the darkness, all the shadows and stuff in this kind of picture, that makes sense. So that's about kind of being avoidant almost, like being avoidant of what's really happening, or not really until like something happens and you're like, oh no, kind of thing. That's kind of what the Soft Gray Jacket is about. And that's from Melancholia. Now this one, these dreams of mine will learn to fly, I just need to spread my wings. That's an interesting thing to end on, because that also talks about surrender. You know, when when birds learn how to fly, you know, they just kind of have to trust that their wings are gonna work, and they just let go, and they're able to fly eventually. You know, it's a learning curve, it's a learning experience kind of thing, and I feel like that's what's happening for you. Peaceful resolution is interesting because we have like an echo here with the wings, so that makes sense actually. And this is from Euphoria. It's called Fly Away from Euphoria. Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a peaceful resolution, and you'll be able to kind of embrace this new beginning. This is your blessing, a new beginning and a new inspiration and all that. You're gonna feel like happier. Definitely. It'll be like, you'll get over this. You'll get through this kind of thing. That, it seems like, is what Spirit is trying to tell you. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can, I'll leave all my books and all the decks that I used in the description, if you're interested in getting them. And I'll leave my webtoon and all my other stuff. And I'll leave the songs I channeled too, in the section under your pile. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do all those lovely things. And I will see you in the next video if you come back. Okay.